It's a quiet morning in Novus, save for the light patter of raining. Raining that is a shock to the inhabitants here, for the wet season was to start in a week's time, not now. Under the light glow of the rain, the veil seems to flicker slightly, as if bothered but not overly concerned by its conventional brother. Soon the sounds of life begin, but they're filled with anticipation. Something is happening today, or tomorrow, or the next day. A storm is coming, but the origin is unclear. People move about, doing their business, but when they look out at the rain making the streets a shade darker, that sense of worry can't help but return. Yes, this is a podcast and not just us playing, which means that I should introduce it like a podcast.
Wow.
That would be the most helpful thing to do. I'm not stalling, you're stalling.
I imagine introducing the game might be helpful for the listeners.
But anyone who gets to episode, 11, I guess this would be, and does not know that it's a podcast?
Okay. I don't know. Apparently, I don't know it's a podcast.
Okay, fair.
Welcome to Before the Open Door, a podcast about 4 20-somes playing tabletop role-playing games while totally not projecting their anxieties and dreams, anchored around collaborative storytelling, mutual respect, and having a great time. My name is Dominic Nauman, your always attentive GM. I am tossing it over to my good friend, Madison.
Hello, my name is Madison Price. I use they, them pronouns. I play Aslan Kappa, who uses he, they pronouns. Are we going over beliefs or anything?
You might as well. Just read your beliefs.
Yeah, sure. My beliefs thus far. 1, kids cannot be left alone for shit. They need somebody there. In particularly dangerous situations. Money is really fucking nice, but if I'm doing a job and it looks like I'm either gonna die or lose money, I'm out. You know, it's happy to help you out, but I need to make a profit. And then I'm a really good team player. I work well with others, folk love me, I'm a real social butterfly. So that is Aslan.
Wonderful. Tossing it over to my good friend, Destiny.
Hi, I'm Destiny. I'm playing D986, and my beliefs are to must help people. Everyone can be saved, and that I protect my kind.
Wonderful. And last but certainly not least, tossing it over to my good friend Sterling.
Hello, I am Sterling. I'm playing Kismit Ventry, and Kismet's beliefs are I will do anything to protect Ruth, as she has protected me. I will prove that I am just as capable as everyone else. Fuck you, Aslan. And I will find out where my illness came from. Wait.
Right.
Hold on.
I forgot.
That's a good goal, not a belief. Hold on.
Yes.
I didn't write
put that in there. I did. I put that there because I knew I was gonna forget, and I did. That's a good goal. It's not a belief.
It's not a belief.
The DM has tampered with our character sheets. Everyone check and make sure
Hold
that
on.
everything is still
Hold
the
on.
same as before.
Where's
I am
Gibson?
looking through. One thing I have noticed is Aslan has what is listed as a suggestive face, and I have no clue what that fucking means.
You put that there.
I did, and I don't know why. What is a suggestive face? What am I suggesting?
A belief could be like, this illness is a curse. I will find out where it comes from. Or like something. You got the second part, the actionable part, but you didn't get the first bit.
Just like the flavor thing?
Flavor, but also like the actual belief part. Otherwise, it's just a goal, you know? You don't think anything about this. You don't believe anything about it. You just want to do something.
What if I believe that I...
See what I mean?
Oh, okay. I think that Kiz believes that he might have gotten it from the iconoclast, but something like not when they met, because that the symptoms started happening before this, but before that. But I think Kiz has kind of put together that thing of the liquid mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that cool? Is that chillin', do you think?
Something about liquid mirror, I will find out where my illness came from?
Are you thinking like the iconoclast gave me this disease and I'll prove it?
What about I'll seek out the iconoclast, and take risks to do so? No, that's not...
That's still more of a goal.
I fucking hate beliefs.
So, like, something like what do you think about your illness? What does Kismet think about their illness?
I mean, based off of the dread that's set in, he knows that they're dying. I don't want to search for a cure, because that's just painful. Because I chose the class the dying, there's nothing I can do.
Yeah, but what do they feel about it? What do they feel about it? How do they feel?
They're terrified. They feel like they don't have enough time for things.
So, a belief could be, I am scared of this disease, I must figure out where it came from.
God, you're smart.
We're setting the bar kind of low here, Sterling.
No, we're not. No, we're not. He's smart.
Thank you.
Oh.
Also pretty creative.
You're
Also
very,
pretty.
Very good.
This is turned into a compliment Dominic session.
You're darling, Dominic.
I'm about to scare you guys, so I don't know what you're doing.
We're trying
guys are
to
about
make
to
it
be
easier
terrified.
for later so that you take it easy on us. Hey, you're
That's not how
really
this
creative,
works.
and you made
That-
a really good game.
That, or we're trying to lay in some guilt so that at least he feels bad about it.
Also, Sterling.
Yep.
I hate to focus on you so much. However, you can take the move ease from the empath playbook.
Well, see, I'm not... I did notice that. I did notice that you made it 2 instead of 3. However, in the event that I'll be making a new character extremely soon...
Yeah.
And that might be an empath, I don't think that I need the move ease, so I'm gonna look into other things that I can put my levels into.
All right. Well, you do that.
I want to add a move from the Dying playbook. Real
Okay.
fancy. Takes one to know one. You have a close relationship with death and are able to sense when someone is sick or dying. Tell the MC just how you are able to tell, and the MC will let you know whenever it comes into play.
Wouldn't that be a little unsettling just because you're constantly in the state of dying, so would it just, like...
I think it's specifically talking about those dying faster than normal, and now I need you to stand directly next to the iconoclast at some point to prove something. Because that is directly affecting my theories.
How can you tell if someone is dying, Kismet?
Taste.
Madison,
no.
if you answer for me, I'm going to book a flight to France and fucking strangle you.
You're gonna come visit me if I frustrate you, but not for my birthday.
Yes. Speaking of, I got you your birthday gift to get today. To get.
Well, that sucks, because apparently you're not gonna come visit me for my birthday.
Anyway.
Wait, was that the plan?
No, but I'm just making fun of you now.
Okay.
I love you, though, but, like, a good fun.
I love you, too. I love you, too. Kismet is able to tell when someone is dying. Because Kismet was, like, one step away from being an empath, I feel like he's very emotional, very in tune with energy and stuff. So what if, like, an aura? What if, like, an aura type thing?
Like an aura type thing? Like a visual aura? Or is it, like, more feel than that?
I feel like... I feel like he already had emotional auras about people, but, like, now with, like, dying folk, there's a physical one.
Gotcha.
Is that cool? Is that chillin'? I'm already hallucinating, why not?
Yeah, why not? Speaking of hallucinating, we have a couple rolls to make.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Look, you remembered.
We can, yes, I know. I was about to try to start again, but then I remembered. But we can move away from you for a second. The D9, would you please roll 2d6 flat?
2d6 flat, you sure thing.
For the birth.
What was it? / roll, okay. 2d6 flat.
Don't type in flat.
I wanted to do it as a joke, but I'm like, no, what? Never mind. 9.
Okay.
9.
I asked you the question, and you answered it. You answer it.
Okay, so just, I want to write this down. What is the threshold for this kind of thing?
It's 7, so it's just, if it says hit, that means a mixed success or success, which is 7 or above, and then a miss would be a 6 or below.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just like, the amount of dice. All right. It's just halfway.
Basically. Except because 7 is included in your camp, odds are that I'm asking the question and you're answering it. Okay.
So, do I think I feel has already been asked? What is my purpose has already been asked?
Were you created in the image of someone?
Was I created in the image of someone? I'm going to, someone specific. Right?
Yeah.
I am going to say no. I am not. Rather, my face is what would be like if you took a bunch of faces and like averaged them out. That's kind of what D9 is. It's like unbelievable. It's like very generic.
Why were you created like that?
I think it was... Let's see, why was it like that? To make it easier to project different things onto D9. I'm not certain of what D9's original purpose was, but I'm going to say that whatever it was, like...
You did ask what your purpose was.
Did I?
Yeah, that
did.
What was my purpose? My purpose was to prove an objective view of humanity.
Yeah, to provide an objective view.
Objective
of humanity.
The reason my face is like so average is so that like it's easy to like, I don't know, kind of project or like kind of like a stand-in kind of thing. Like they could fit the role of just about anyone without having to need to like design different faces and stuff. You could just stick her anywhere and she would look like she would be there.
Fair enough. All right. Well, with that said, Sterling, I need you to roll 2d6 plus 3. You want a 9 or lower.
This, dear viewers, is where I find out if I need to start making a new character probably tonight.
That's a 10 exactly. Choose one more symptom. The next symptom you get will put you at 5. So, if next time you get a 10 or above...
if.
There's still like a 25% chance you don't. So I don't want to hear it.
Watch the unbelievable odds of Sterling never rolling higher than 10 for the rest of the session.
What is your new symptom, Sterling?
Kismet's new symptom is... And I think you're... I think you're gonna love this. It's replacing and or eradicating your memories.
So your symptoms now are metamorphosis, dermis, projections, and memories.
Yes.
So, has Kismet just, like, forgotten everything?
No.
It hasn't activated yet, I don't think.
Hasn't activated.
Dominic will tell me when I fuck up.
Oh, no.
That's the thing, though, is that I don't know that I'm going to trigger that one right now.
Not right
I get
now.
to trigger one. Well, the only other time I get to trigger a symptom is when you when you use your gift.
Yeah.
Oh
wait, you get to trigger one right now too?
Yeah.
Right, because it was a total success for you. Sobbing, crying.
I know it's sad, but you don't have to be so bitter about it.
I'm kind of bitter about it. I thought this character was gonna last longer than this.
Yeah.
I mean, there's still the astronomical odds of you somehow never rolling any higher than a 10 ever.
Destiny, come on, we don't have good
it's
wood
like
to knock on.
25%.
Also,
anyway,
how immediate is Kismet's death once they roll that final symptom?
Once at the beginning of next session, Kismet is going to roll, and if they get a 10 plus again, then they are going to play throughout that session, but they will not make it to downtime.
Damn.
Kismet will die by the end of next session. Not
Kismet
next session.
will probably die.
Next
Kismet
mission.
will probably
because
die.
Next thing is downtime.
Mm-hmm. So.
I do have a question, if I may.
Yeah.
So, you have a mental projection only you can see with its own agenda.
Yeah.
I do know that there's a mental projection, but does it have its own agenda?
It does. Though.
It has the gay agenda.
Oh, true,
Yeah.
true.
You are now completely see-through.
Completely?
Like your muscles and your organs and your bones have also now all turned transparent. You're now.
I am now invisible.
You're not invisible. Man. You're not necessarily invisible because you can still see like the outlines and stuff and like light.
The outline of a boy.
And of course, you're wearing clothes, So,
I mean, I guess it would be super liquidy, so it would be like super warped and stuff. But that's.
I think that's worse than
And-
the muscle idea.
at the same time, you're wearing clothes. You would have to be naked in order to go semi-invisible.
Yeah,
which is
kind of like
a funny
a-
thought.
Pull a Wizards of Waverly Place.
That's not the must be naked to be invisible reference I thought you were going to make. There's a lot of those in media, but I do appreciate the reference.
Yeah, I remember that episode both extremely well and fondly.
All I can remember is the pants.
Exactly. The fucking pants.
Sorry, continue.
So yeah, you're now completely see-through.
Yay. Is
You're now
the veil covering that up, or is that
Yeah. Yes,
okay.
it is.
Since it's gotten worse, I think the next downtime is gonna be another visit to the doctor.
Now, I hate to keep going with you, Sterling. However, this is how
Oh.
this starts, so I apologize. You get a message you've been dreading for a while. You get a message from Bireme. She's demanding the presence of broken windows at the Killer Cat Cafe.
Hey, the obligation is on me, not them.
Yep.
Which means I have to get them there.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay.
It is morning, though. It's probably you guys have probably been up for a couple hours at this point, except for D9, who I don't think sleeps.
No. I'm just contemplating what is emotion.
Mm-hmm. And the weird thing is that those contemplations have gotten so deep, they are starting to become dreams. But you're not quite there yet.
I think that just adds an extra layer of freak out to D9 because I don't think D9 has ever had a dream before.
No. But it's been a couple hours, right? The Rhythm and Rhyme is open. Ruth is making drinks and, like, breakfast foods. When you get this message, Kismit, from Bireme. What are y'all doing on a morning at the Rhythm and Rhyme? Oh, and also it's a rainy day. It's the first rainy day in a while, actually.
I feel specifically as if Kiz is playing It's Raining Somewhere from Undertale. AKA my favorite track from Undertale. And probably just finished with that since he's I guess checking his phone or something. Like
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, it pops up next to you.
yeah.
You don't have a phone.
But
Is
like
that something that everyone can see, or is it just...
No. Nope. Everyone has their own personal HUD.
okay, that's kind of cool. Okay, yeah. So maybe he hasn't even finished, but I feel like he has
Yeah.
because otherwise probably
Yeah, he would have put it on silent.
yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. So yeah, you get this message. What are you doing right now? Like Aslan D9?
I think Aslan is upstairs sitting by a window, and they are just in like full like cozy mode because it's still early. So like they've got the chunky sweater, they've got the comfy pants, and they're just like pressed against the cold window doing puzzle books because it reminds him of a rainy day on Moray. Because finally the rain is back and he misses the rain from Moray.
Yeah.
So like hair up in messy bun, like still slumpy and tired, but going for it. He's only been awake for like an hour maybe.
What's D9 up to? Are you waitressing or?
Yeah, D9 is getting set up, although oddly enough, D9 keeps getting distracted by the rain, just like staring at it. There's no reason,
Alright.
just staring at just looking at the rain, constantly getting distracted.
How do you let them know, Kismet?
I'd probably send them both a message to Can I tell Aslan that we need to meet in his sanctuary?
Yeah, you can call a meeting.
Yeah, I'm calling a meeting.
Okay. Aslan kind of sighs as they realize that the train of thought they were using to solve this puzzle is going to be interrupted, takes a few quick notes in the margins before closing it up and kind of plodding off to the freezer to open it up so kids can come down.
Love that.
Just join.
Goes downstairs, yeah.
All right.
Why is Aslan
The three
such
of
a
you-
dad?
Please don't make Aslan a dilf, I'm begging
No,
you.
not a Delph, not a Delph.
Thank you. Good.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. So the three of you are down in the sanctuary.
Are we sitting at, like, the little cozy couch area in front of the corkboard, or have we sat at the dinner table? Kiz, which one are you picking?
Kismit has decided to sit on the table.
Ah. Aslan will
Look.
sit on the floor in front of the table.
Welcome, Aslan.
Hey, Jen, we're having a meeting.
Is there anything you would like me to do?
Could you solve this puzzle while we're doing it? Like, don't tell me the answer, but, like, I need hints for later. Because, like, I was in a thing, and he sort of, like, opens the book and places it on the countertop to the puzzle that they are working on.
She kind of... I mean, she doesn't glide, but she kind of glides over.
Wait, is she a physical presence?
Oh, I guess it was just a voice, wasn't it? I've been imagining her as just this, like, some lady, like, lounging on something.
I like that, actually. If you want that one, I'm fine with it. Just a gal being around, sure.
No, you never see her walk. She always just, like, dissolves and then reappears where she's needed.
Oh, I
I like
love
that.
that.
Honestly, that is like one of the coolest effects ever. Just people, like, they don't move, they just teleport.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I love
Like,
that. for
lazily
Jen.
teleport.
Shout out to
And so
Lancer
she's
from
like-
Deltarune.
So she just kind of appears next to Kismet on the table and is just staring at this book.
I could have put that in a better place. And then looks back to Kismet. Again, sitting on the floor and respecting the fact that the table is Kiz's stage at the moment.
So, do you guys remember that time where, D9 and I got to see a robot? You know, Ratify?
Ratify.
You remember how we got to find them?
Kind of hard to forget.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think Dee still talks to them, don't they?
Yeah. I still talk to Ratify. Not a bad dude.
Well, it might have come at a little bit of a cost.
Yeah, we had to kill the Salazar, whoever that lady was.
Nope, that wasn't the cost.
Nick Solemn.
Thank you, Jen. Nick Solemn. What do you mean that wasn't the cost? We had to shoot a gal. Well, we didn't
Wait.
shoot it, but, like, we had to kill a gal. That wasn't the cost?
Virem, the leader of at least this little group, took an
Little
obligation.
group. You forget that they are currently in charge of Novus's entire food supply.
Yes,
Bireme
but
is not the head
she's not the head.
officer of the Index.
Thanks, Jen. And Kiz. You and Jen are kind of on the same page.
Wonderful.
Why do we still owe her?
Because she has an obligation on me. And she wants all of us at the Killer Cafe. Killer Cat Cafe.
I
Can't.
wasn't thinking it was a different killer cafe.
Well, I'm just. The cats are kind of important. They are nice. I would, honest to God, go there if I wasn't associated with this and knew that it was a cover-up.
Yeah. Yeah, listen,
They
I
have
went
multiple
a few times.
5-star reviews.
They do. They're really fucking nice.
Oh, Kismet didn't hear that.
Nope.
Oh, right, I forget that. I am aware that you guys can't hear Genevieve, but I forget that when I speak back to Genevieve, it just looks like I'm talking.
I wanted to ask, like, how many of those 5-star reviews are from fellow Mafia members?
Unverifiable.
Wonderful.
So Bireme is calling in this obligation now.
Yes.
We do have an obligation with the Sinensis. We could use our obligation to get you out of your obligation. If that's something that we wanted to use it on.
Correction.
Oh.
Those are the obligation from Bireme comes from the Mafia and is not officially handled by the Sinensis group.
Damn it. Jen says that we can't do that because it's the Mafia and they don't play by government rules.
Oh,
which
wow.
is a fair... Kiz, I'm gonna push you off the table. Where are you, by the way?
What?
Like, I see that you're... But you're you? You got a lovely shirt.
No, I think they have the veil on.
Do they have the... Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I thought that we were just ignoring the ghost here.
I was about to ask, like, wait, is Kismit invisible right, or like
No.
pseudo-invisible right now? Because, like, we haven't commented on that yet.
Kismet
that
is
does hit
currently
me.
visible. I would have told y'all if he wasn't.
Fair. So, anyway, I'm gonna push you off the table.
I'm going
Be
to
fucking polite.
I'm going to drag you by your hair.
You're the one who has a fucking obligation with the Mafia, alright? I took down a Mafia. So, we are not the same.
Okay, cool. Take down this one, please.
I would if you didn't owe him your fucking life for something.
Well, let's just
What do
go
we
over
have to
there and
do?
kill them or something.
Okay. You remember how I had to leave my planet entirely?
No, you didn't really tell me about any of that.
I mentioned vaguely.
I mean, vaguely, but you never said that you... I mean,
The point is, if we take down the Index Acmas the way that I did it, number one, we have to find a rival. Shit, that'd be... I think the DC... Oh god.
can we just go to the Killer Cat Cafe?
Sure. Oh fuck.
I recommend you do not keep the Mafia boss lady waiting.
Thanks, Jen. Yeah, you're right. Side note, I've just had like a punch in the head of a thing.
Like, you just experienced thought, didn't you?
I've just experienced thought in italics.
I'm so sorry.
Thought.
Aslan has also experienced thought in italics. And is no longer arguing with the situation.
All right. You guys gonna head to the Killer Cat?
Sure.
Yes, we
I
are.
guess so.
How are you going there? I must
Oh,
know.
jeez.
I think...
Most dreaded question that could
Are you
possibly
taking
be
public
asked.
transportation, your water pipe, or the bike?
I think we're taking the pipe, because I would like to disrespect these people as much as possible.
All right.
I want to burst out of the fucking water pipes.
Are you just gonna come out of a bathroom in the Killer Cat?
No, I want to go for, like, the kitchen sink.
Oh, in there. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I love
I'm going
that.
for the goddamn kitchen. And then we are just
D-
gonna ask to meet with Bireme.
Am I gonna have to figure out if one of these people is gonna draw a gun on you?
You might have to, yeah.
Make your choice.
So I think,
Who's
I
the-
have not been able
in
to
the
establish,
kitchen?
however, I think we might come out wet. Because we're in the water pipe. And I have canonically said that the water pipe is full of Russian water, and you just kind of hop in and it's like a water slide up to that point. But I haven't figured out what the middle part looks like.
You haven't.
haven't-
The one other time you used it was at the beginning, and
Yeah.
you wanted to use your bike there anyway.
I think we were dry in the beginning, though, so I think that means... we're
I don't.
fine.
Yeah. I think you're fine. If it can somehow magically transport you
Yeah.
to other parts of the city, I think it can prevent you from getting wet.
I figured as much, but I just wanted to be clear. Oh, and Aslan has taken an umbrella. Wait, we have to get changed first.
Yeah, you should probably get changed first.
I can't meet them in my chunky sweater. Hold on. And Aslan goes to get changed. You guys can do whatever you want in the meantime.
Kismit
Take a
gets
moment.
his little rainy day raincoat.
No.
D9 oddly takes no precautions because it somewhat likes the rain.
Can you feel the rain?
I have, like, sensors that allow me to quote-unquote feel things.
Mm-hmm.
So I can interpret the world in, like, a similar or same way that you do.
It's just slightly to the left.
It's just, yeah, it's just, actually it's a little far, it's rotated, by about 10 degrees. It's really disorientating. No.
Ah.
Yeah, no, for some odd reason, D9 kind of likes the rain.
Mm-hmm.
For some unknown reason. I don't know why. They just do.
I honestly, I do. It'd be really weird if I knew someone who liked the rain.
Hey,
I love...
quick.
Hold on. Are you being smarmy?
I'm being sarcastic.
Oh,
I
okay.
love the rain.
Okay, cool.
So y'all get changed and y'all pop out of the fucking sink. Honestly, I don't think anyone's looking in the kitchen right now because it's so early. There's only one person and they are out in the main lobby right now. So
Is it the
you
same gal
emerge
from the
from the
first
back
time?
room. It is.
I don't know her, but I really am looking forward to seeing her interact with Kiz and D again.
So yeah, you guys just come walking out of the back room, the kitchen. And she just looks at you and goes, "How did you get in that way?"
Wait, did they have any food out?
No.
It's in the kitchen. Like any just stray fruits or like a little thing in the kitchen. Out and prepped.
I mean, maybe. I'm not entirely sure how. They're in the early. I think she's still setting up. So I don't think she's at that stage yet. The Killer Cat opens a little bit later than Rhythm.
Fucking slackers.
It's more like an afternoon evening cafe rather than a morning cafe, you know? But so no, I don't think there is. There might be some fruit though. That's usually just kind of not
Aslan's gonna take a
super
banana
stored. Okay.
and start to eat it.
It's banana.
It's banana.
It's banana.
After asking you how you got in that way, she just kind of waves her hand at the door. She's expecting you guys anyway. She's not gonna have too much of a fuss over it.
I like your hair, Aslan says, and walks through the door, I guess. If it's just that easy.
Yeah. She continues to set a table. And you guys head downstairs into a small hallway that's got like 6 doors. 3 on each side.
They got no one here to greet us.
And if you give me shit about these doors, I will strangle you.
If that's what it takes to get one of you fuckers to come visit me, I will do it.
I don't need to be I don't need to be there to strangle you. We're like life bonded or whatever the fuck.
Oh, right.
ancient deities split in twine.
I forgot. It's not that I forgot that part. I just was uncertain where you were going. Like, how the fuck? Yes, continue.
So, yeah, you guys go down there. There's a door open, though. What you do here? The last door on the left. You go in there, I assume.
No, I want to snoop.
Okay, well the doors are locked, so.
Well, I can still put my ear to stuff.
Okay, all right. Let me think here.
So do I have to roll for analyze, or?
I'm thinking if there's literally anything here right now, because it's early morning, and I don't know that those are mafia hours, you know?
Mafia business hours from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Oh, that's not bad.
On it, I feel like mafia hours are usually later, though, you know?
That depends on what you need done that day. Like, hits are kind of whenever.
Yeah. Well,
You've got a lot of paperwork that a lot of people don't know about in the Mafia. Because now
True.
they're running
Maybe
the
here's
fucking
some-
business.
rustling papers.
Mhm.
You start snooping a little bit, and as you're like, you have your ear to one of the doors and you're trying to listen for something, you hear some moving, and you're like, oh, what's that? And then the door opens and Ratifies right there.
Oh,
Oh, right.
so the door opens and my ear goes from being like on the door to on Ratify's chest.
Pretty much.
I don't know
Um,
why, but I was not actually expecting to see Ratify here.
Yeah.
I didn't. You know, I met with them separately, and for some reason, I just assumed that they weren't part of the Mafia anymore, and I don't know why. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, I mean,
It
they
doesn't.
mentioned that they're not really happy with the fact that the Index lied to them, but I think it'd probably be pretty hard to buy an apartment.
Their name is
Yes.
Ratify Index, so,
Yeah.
think of that as you will. But yeah, Ratify just, like, literally at that point pushes you guys towards the open door.
He said it. He said it.
Aha, roll credits.
That's it. That's the whole game. We're stopping now.
Kismet
yeah,
doesn't
you guys-
die.
Yay!
Yay!
Sorry, our
On-
very
on
important
screen.
meeting with this Mafia member.
Yeah. So inside there is one chair and a desk. There's no chairs for you guys.
Aslan goes to sit on the desk.
Ratify stops you.
Aslan tries again.
I stop you.
Aslan will listen to D this time. So it's like
Uh-uh.
Aslan takes a step forward, Ratify's arm comes out. Aslan steps back, glares, goes to take another step forward, D's arm comes out. He's like, alright, fine.
Fuck this. And sitting behind the desk in a very plush chair is a young girl. I mean, she looks young. She looks like she's like 18, 19. D9 and Kismet saw her once, but it was really only briefly. This is Bireme Index. And she opens her arms wide, just kind of lounging back in the chair and goes, "Oh, you made it! And it was quicker than I was expecting."
Your plumbing could use some work.
Note that down, Ratify. And Ratify, like, takes a note.
Little pen and paper.
No, I don't think, I think literally just like a little light appears on their head.
Huh.
And Bireme goes, "Wonderful to see you all here. I know I used the threat of an obligation to bring you here, but don't worry, there's payment too. I'm not, gonna try to rip you guys off. I know you guys have business
Hold on.
to run.
Are you using the obligation?
I am using the
Okay.
obligation because this is very important to me. But I will also, if you complete this mission, I will give you 5 cred as well.
Each?
No. Excuse me? No. The 4 cred each, that was a one-time thing. Don't.
Hey, I'm
worry
just
about
making
that.
sure. I'm just making sure.
You know, we're really not fans of a non-even distribution. So I suggest you kind of up that a little.
I think she just ignores you and keeps going. So, I have a very,
Aslan leaves
very,
the room.
very important...
I stop you.
I'm leaving the room.
Am I just going to be the? Have I just
She's being
become the
disrespectful.
babysitter
She's
today?
being rude.
Aslan.
She's
Aslan-
being disrespectful.
Aslan.
Aslan Copper.
I don't-
If you want to negotiate, we can negotiate. But if you're going to make passive-aggressive comments about my payment, then we can be done here, and I will just do what I need to do.
Alright, then let's negotiate. I opened the table for you.
You didn't. You
I
made
did.
a passive-aggressive comment.
Raise the price, and I'm negotiating with that. 6
Okay.
cred total.
She waves her hand. 6 cred. Fine. No higher.
Easy. Thank you. Was that hard?
difficult.
What's your pronouns?
She, her, I think. It's been a while since I've looked at Bireme. I
Aslan
assumed
looks
she, her.
incredibly confused, but makes no comment.
No, yes, yeah, no, she, her.
That would be amazing if they just said that in universe.
Bireme speaks in third person when talking about gender identity or sexuality. Fun.
Anyway, Bireme says, now, you are a private detective agency, and I need you to go investigate a murder.
Wait, you want us to actually do our jobs?
Yes.
We're not very good at that, you know.
I mean, you're at least competent, and that's what I need. And you're a third party, which is also incredibly important for me at this moment. Now, I'm going to explain something, and I don't want to repeat myself, so listen clearly. I have been making negotiations with a little community outside of Miras, or outside of Novus. And I sent a diplomat over there, and they're dead now. Normally, that would mean doors closed. However, the situation is weird, because not only is my diplomat dead, but their diplomat is dead too. They claim, and this is just what I've heard, I don't have anyone else over there, they claim that their diplomat killed mine and then committed suicide. I don't want to close the door on them because they are potentially powerful allies. And I don't want to send anyone else there, which is where you come in. I need you to go figure out what happened. I don't know, work your magic. You might be able to squeeze more out of them if they're so confused as to what happened to their man as well. But I need you to figure out how my man died and get that information back to me, and the obligation will be paid and the cred will be handed out.
All right.
Sound fair?
What are the names involved? Who's your guy? Who's their guy?
My guy was a man by the name of Prosit Serena. That's let me just drop it in here. That's Prosit space Surina. Prosit Serena.
Mm-hmm.
And their chief diplomat is one Oak Ferula.
All right. Do you agree with their investigation? Why do you want us to double check?
Because it's odd. And if they're making a play on me, which I suspect they might be, I don't want to send anyone else that's not mine, because I don't want them to end up dead. And if I send a third party, then they're not dealing with me anymore. They're dealing with a third party.
All right.
And those have different consequences.
Who is this community of people we're going to go see?
So they're to the northwest. They live inside a crashed spaceship called the Wellaway. It's a big old spaceship that crashed on the planet like 100 years ago or something, and they have this little community living inside of it. They call themselves the Sidelight. The Sidelight. And I was, establishing relations. I would like to continue establishing relations if possible. If it is not possible, fine's fine. I won't strike your payment for that. But if at all possible, I would like our negotiations to resume.
Would we get a bonus if that works out?
If you want a bonus, you can talk to them. Because if they aren't trying to play me, then I would assume they would be willing to pay you extra to figure out why their man did this.
Why do you want to strike a deal with them? What do they have to offer?
They're a separate community from the city who have trained soldiers. And that would give me a play up on my older brother, who currently runs the Index family. So, bet you could figure it out from there.
Have they... What is this? I'm new here, but I haven't heard of these fuckers. Is this just
not many people have. They're pretty isolated.
Just like a monk thing? Like you just kind of go out and you do it? And what is... Are they all from the ship?
It's a little unclear. I didn't establish diplomatic relations with them yet.
Fair. What's your brother's name?
Oh, my brother... Oh, well, why does that matter?
I just don't know it. I'm asking questions. You can answer or not. It's not
Mr.
really...
Index. Is good enough. Mr. Index.
Are you mocking my accent?
Am I?
You said Mr. Index. I don't know if I like you or not, Bireme.
Good.
Fair. Is there anything that you think might be helpful as we go into this? Anyone that you don't trust in particular?
I mean, other than them in general, not really. Like...
Wait, Bireme.
What?
You're doing this to get a one-up on your brother. He's in charge of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Does he know you're doing this?
No. Why would he?
That kind of defeats the purpose of a one-up.
Well, that's kind of the point. Like, you did sort of just drop onto these three people who no longer are in your debt after this moment that you were planning to usurp your brother with an army of isolated soldiers in the fucking snow.
I never said that part.
You did, though.
She waves her hand.
Aslan waves back. What are you fucking doing?
Oh, sorry. I thought, you guys could leave now. I'm done. Come back to me with the information.
Yeah, alright.
I start to leave.
I think there's like a moment as D9 turns around where like no one really knows what to say, but then Ratify steps forward and goes, Madam, at your leave, I would like to accompany Broken Windows. And Bireme just kind of looks at him and goes, and why is that? The whole point of this was supposed to be so that I wouldn't send anyone else in there. And you're kind of irreplaceable, Ratify. And Ratify just goes, it's for my own interests, Bireme. I have had a rumor, and by your leave, I will accompany them. Besides, something tells me Aslan in particular is a little bit sour, as Aslan is.
I'm not sour.
And
who told him I was sour?
They don't have to know that I'm with you specifically, and I can keep an eye on them and report dutifully as to their actions. And Bireme kind of looks at Ratify and goes, all right, but like, if stuff heads south, I don't want you getting trapped in there with them. I don't want to lose you, Ratify. I would be really hard to find a replacement for you.
I'll make sure nothing happens to him.
All right. And she puts her feet up on her desk. You're dismissed.
I proceed. I go start heading back out.
And Ratify is ushering the other, specifically Aslan, I feel like, but the other two of you out as well.
I was
Seems
having a
good
hard
to
time
me.
making a decision to decide whether I was going to stay and cause more of a fuss or just leave, because I don't want to leave because she told me to fucking leave.
Yeah, I know. That's why I have Ratify here.
Can I interrupt just real quick?
Yeah.
So I haven't hung out with Rocky all day because I left at 7 this morning. And he was still asleep. So he was just crying at my door. I'm like, this is gonna be bad audio when I start talking. So I let him in. And he's purring so loud on my lap. And I just cleaned his eyes and little nose because he's had a cold for the past 9 years. That's how it is with cats. So his eye drips and his nose gets gunky, but he just let me clean them, and he let me hold his little head, and he was still purring during that, and he looks so happy right now.
Oh,
Rocky.
So
Rocky.
cute.
My little boy. My prince.
We have to move on or I'm going to cry about my dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so if there's anything any of you would like to do before you leave, state it now. Otherwise, Bireme has provided transportation to the well away.
I was eating a banana.
Yep.
I want to throw the peel on the floor in her office and then leave.
I think Ratify catches it.
God damn it, Ratify!
Puts it in the rubbish bin.
This is going to be very entertaining because I think Ratify and I are just going to tag team this.
Thank you, Ratify.
I'm expressing emotions and you guys are getting in the way of me expressing emotions. This is important for me.
Express your emotions privately. I learned how to feel 2 months ago, and I handle them better than you.
Are you handling them better or are you repressed?
I'm not repressed. I think you're repressed.
I don't fucking need therapy from you, and Aslan leaves. We are out.
Bireme gives Ratify a thumbs up.
Fuck you, Bireme. I've made my decision.
On a completely separate side note, I feel like a somewhat accurate description of Ratify and D9 can be kind of summed up in this quote. I like my emotions like I like how I like my water, bottled.
Yeah.
Man, I've been planning for a little while now to have Ratify accompany you on a mission, and I am so pumped that it's finally here, and I love the Ratify Aslan dynamic already.
I am actually I am super psyched for this.
Absolutely, I'm very excited.
We've seen a lot of Les and some of Freestone, but okay.
Yes, more Ratify. I don't
Who
know
knew?
why. I'm attached to Ratify.
Oh yeah, it's only they're the only other sentient robot that you know of.
Yeah, but
I mean, Kismit is attached to Ruth. Aslan is attached to Les. You're attached to Ratify. I mean, that's just...
Everyone has their favorite NPC.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Oh god, Pika. Pika, my beloved.
Oh.
I kiss Pika on the heart.
Okay. So is there anything you guys would like to do before you leave?
Aslan is going to send Les a message, letting him know that he'll be out of town for an unknown amount of time. But if he's gone for more than a week, start looking in the, northwest part of the tundra.
Out of town? Les replies instantly.
Illegal stuff. You want that diplomatic immunity in court, or whatever it is.
Thumbs up.
plausible deniability.
Sure.
Also,
Dee's just reading over Aslan's shoulder as he refuses to remember that word.
Also, Les sends you a little message saying that they meant to talk to you later today, but they might as well tell you now. They looked into the footage of the airport. Remember when Les and Kismet were attacked by the iconoclasts?
Yeah.
In a very public space?
Yeah.
Les has been researching that, looked into that and to other places where the iconoclasts should have shown up. And it turns out the iconoclasts are invisible to cameras.
They're what?
Invisible to cameras.
Hey, does that mean I'm gonna... Hey, does that mean...
Aslan is going to send back, "Thank you, Les, that is horrifying."
Thumbs
Does it just look
Thumbs
like
up.
you and Kismet were doing some weird performance art?
Thumbs up.
You're so
This is
bad
a
at
very
texting.
interesting way people are signing off today. Just thumbs up.
You're so bad at texting, and then Aslan's gonna be done with that.
Thumbs up.
Jesus.
Aslan sends a thumbs down.
Thumbs up.
Smile.
That
This
smile.
fucking idiot.
Okay. Anything else? Or are we leaving?
We're leaving.
I don't have
We
anything.
can't take the bike. How are we
Nope.
gonna get out there?
Not with that attitude.
Nope.
Bireme is providing transportation.
Is it a cool car?
It's a helicopter.
Go! Aslan is incredibly excited. They have never ridden in a helicopter.
Kismet is a little scared. Not because of heights, but because, like, the thought just entered their head, like, what other things can I phase through?
Do not worry. This helicopter has doors. It's a doored helicopter.
That doesn't help.
Super
It helps.
helpful.
It helps me. I have learned that I am afraid of heights.
Oh,
Who's saying that? Ratify.
oh, honey, I'm so sorry.
It's alright. The helicopter has doors.
The helicopter has doors.
D9 has social. Like, D9 is scared of public speaking, and Ratify is afraid of heights.
No.
But yeah. You are led to a helicopter that pilots itself.
Aslan is
'Cause-
sitting in the front of the helicopter as humanly possible.
There's no pilot seat, so there's just passenger seats.
Whatever is at the front by the windshield.
Is there a line of passenger seats of which Kiz could possibly lay,
There's 8 seats in here. So yeah. There's two.
Kiz takes
So-
a lay.
Kiss takes a lay.
Are you gonna nap?
Ratify sits up front. Presumably next to Aslan.
Aslan isn't sitting.
Oh.
Just
Well.
standing at the... Probably going to fall. But...
I mean, the thing's not going to start up until you buckle, so...
Oh. Okay.
Can Kiz buckle laying down?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
But for some reason, the AI thinks there's multiple people, so you have to buckle up every single slot you're way
Yeah.
across.
Oh,
Exactly.
If I unbuckle mid-flight, is it gonna stop moving?
It
Who
will
wants
slow
to take
down.
bets? Oh.
It just falls out of the sky.
love
Kind
that.
of what I was hoping for. Maybe we could bomb something. I don't know. Not Les. Aslan buckles up.
No!
Les is not here.
Les is not here.
You guys buckle up, the thing takes off. So yeah, you're heading northwest.
A great direction.
Interesting thing that happens. It starts to happen as soon as you lift off, but it very quickly continues. There's no veil here. That's only in the city. So any aspects that have been influenced by the veil, like the seams on D9's head, or Kismet's Kismet, is now visible.
Oh no. Oh God.
Does that mean any Veil-related, like, moves or...
So there's a move, Lift the Veil, but that's more about gathering information than, like, literally lifting the veil a lot of the time. So, I mean, you could still make that move to gather information when you're trying to search for stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, the veil is missing here.
So Kismit is just an outfit and metal arms?
Outfit, metal arms, and then spooky body.
Spooky.
It's like looking at a cartoon ghost a little bit, where it's like you can see them, but like you can also see through them.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a hood, Kismet?
Yes.
Oh, you did say you were grabbing your like rain gear.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have
that's
one of
fair.
those typical little yellow raincoats.
Hell yeah.
Aw, little rubber boots.
You have tall
Yep.
rubber boots? Too?
Yeah, of course I do.
Aw.
Wonderful. So at least, unless you're looking at Kismet's face, it's not obvious that they're a ghost. So yeah, you guys take off. I think Ratify looks at you questioningly when they turn around and see you one time, Kismet, but they're not like pressing. But other than that, it is a calm, as much of as a helicopter ride can be calm, 3-hour flight.
Mm.
And you actually see the spaceship way sooner. Like, you see the spaceship, like, I don't know, 2 hours in, hour and a half in.
Oh.
It's huge. It's actually really hard to tell how big it is even, because it's actually really flat out here. So it's kind of difficult to figure out just how big this is, but it could probably easily hold thousands of people. And this is the Wellaway. It's a big round spaceship. I posted a picture of a sort of inspiration picture of it in the inspiration station.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's this big round thing with a couple of jets on the sides and then a bunch of jets in the back. Though it's not like, it might have made a little bit of a hill in its crash, but the back part of it actually is stuck in the ground and it tilts up to the nose, which is kind of pointing up slightly towards the sky. As if it was trying to gain altitude as it crashed.
Well, that's kind of dark.
I just remembered
However-
where this world came from.
Yeah. The Republic.
Yeah.
But as you near it, you see that there's near the base of the spaceship like a bunch of like little farms and like tents and stuff. It looks actually like comically small next to this giant ass spaceship. But yeah, there's a little community near one of the back like thrusters.
Hey,
not
guys.
directly behind it, but like adjacent to it.
We wore general rain gear and are now headed to a frozen tundra.
Love that.
Aslan looks down at his ungloved hands.
It's not super frozen right now because you guys aren't really that much more north, but it is colder here.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably more akin to like what you would get in like probably like Canada, you know? Where it's warm in the summer, but like the winters are kind of brutal.
Okay.
But yeah, and you guys get closer and closer to it. As far as you guys can see, apart from the mountains behind you, it's just pretty flat. Much more north, you start to see some white covering the ground, but it's a lot of like stone, just a lot of rock. If these people are farming, it's with dirt they brought because there's no dirt out here.
Interesting concept.
But yeah. And eventually, the little camp gets bigger and bigger. There's some firm buildings, but the majority of the buildings are like tents. But you guys land on the outskirts of it near the side of the giant spaceship, which is many, many stories tall. It takes up the dominant part of your view as you land. And as soon as the helicopter lands on this little helipad, 8 armed guards surround it. And they say, well, one of them steps forward and goes, "Are you here for Bireme?"
Aslan exits the helicopter and says, "We're here because we heard there was a murder-suicide situation. I'm Aslan Kappa, Broken Windows Investigations. They, and goes out to offer a hand to shake if it is wanted.
It is not.
Aslan shrugs and puts the hand down. And says, we're just here to kind of see who's dead and why.
They are wearing like military garb. And they make a short, curt nod to you, and they say, "Everyone gather. We will escort you to our commander."
All right. Well, what's your name? Or are you not going to stick around for this narrative?
They turn. Their job is to escort you.
Why is nobody talking to me today? Aslan turns to Kismit. You can fucking hear me, right? Like, I'm talking, right?
You do have a bit of an attitude today.
I'm curious.
So the 4 of you, these 8 guards, like cardinal directions surround you as they walk you. They're all carrying assault rifles, and they all look trained. And they escort you past the tents. You do not go through the tents. You just walk around the outside of them a short ways as you approach the ship, which I cannot overemphasize how big this is. You think it's going to be like a 5-minute walk, and it ends up being like a 20-minute walk.
Damn.
Damn.
Just because the scale is so messed up. Because they're like, oh yeah, it's just right over there. Oh wait, no, it's not.
Over there is much farther than we thought it was.
And you eventually approach. You are brought to the side of the Wellaway. There is a older looking man with slightly graying hair, but short cut. Is standing. He, despite all of the very, very, formal, standard military stances that everyone's taking, this person seems to be have a bit more oomph to them. They seem to be have a little bit more pride in their chest. And on their chest is a smorgasbord of medals, most of which escape your understanding. However, one of them is very noticeable. It is a large round pin with a depiction of Earth on it.
Ooh.
And across one of their breasts is a name tag that says Major Pardoner. And that's just pardoner. Someone who pardons. And Pardoner takes a look at all of you and says, good job, men. You're dismissed. And the 8 soldiers walk off. There's 3 more with Pardoner here. Everyone is carrying an assault rifle, although Pardoner has theirs stored at the moment. They didn't feel the need to bring it out. And Pardoner offers a hand.
There we go. Aslan shakes the hand and does the introduction again. Hello, my name is Aslan Kappa, he, they. We're here from Broken Windows Investigations, looking to investigate the murder-suicide that we heard happened out here. We're just here to help out.
Thank you for coming, Aslan. My name is Major Partner, he, him. I apologize if the men seem a bit stiff. We don't get many visitors, and we're all a little tense right now. If you would follow me. And he turns and starts walking towards an entrance in the wellaway.
We follow. Well, I follow. I don't know what they're up to.
You guys follow, and the other two, the other soldiers follow from behind. And you guys enter the wellaway. And here's an interesting thing about the wellaway. The floor is at an angle.
Mm-hmm.
Because the thing is pointing into the sky. So you're actually walking at a incline. However, there is artificial gravity that's still kicked on in the ship. So you're not really walking at an angle. It kind of feels like you're walking walking's a little bit harder because of just natural gravity. But your feet are firmly planted on this ground. And it kind of disorients you a little bit. Because you have two separate gravities pulling at you. And it sort of feels like you could fall over backwards at any moment. Though, you're not. If you lean into it, you're still fine.
If we drop something, which way does it fall? Does it fall like at an angle?
It's at a slight angle, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Physics are a little fucked in here. Only a little, though.
Just a skosh.
Just a skosh.
A gentle fucking. It's more like making love with physics.
Jesus Christ.
And yeah, the four of you are led into a room. It's not that big of a room. It's not that far into the ship either. Major Partner explains that Ferula wanted a private space to hammer out the details with the envoy. And so they came into the wellaway to finish up their discussions away from any sort of prying ears. And our men heard gunshots, 2 gunshots, and came in here and found this. We alerted Bireme immediately. She did not take to it well, which is understandable. But after explaining our position, she offered to send you here. Here we are.
Mm-hmm. Alright. How did, let me look at my... How did, Serena and Ferula, how'd they get along? Were they kind of alright with each other? Did you sense any kind of uncomfortableness?
It didn't seem that uncomfortable. We are wary of strangers here. But apart from that, there didn't seem to be any sort of ill intent. I know for certain I did not order Ferula to kill Prosit. But whatever they did, they acted of their own accord. If you would like, I can leave you to the crime scene. I would imagine you are much more experienced with these situations than I am.
Sometimes. And Aslan just kind of looks at... Because the bodies are the bodies still here?
Yeah, they are. They've been untouched.
Okay. When did this happen, actually?
This happened last night.
Oh shit, you guys are efficient.
We do our best.
Well, thanks for not fucking with anything. We appreciate that.
Curt nod.
Awkward wave. You could leave whenever you'd like.
All right, and I think Partner just turns and walks out. And you can hear their footsteps leaving as they leave you to figure out what the fuck happened here.
Are the guards still outside the door?
They are not.
Huh. Weird.
But you're about like a 5-minute walk away from the entrance that you went into this spaceship. But yeah, so I can explain it in brief, and then you can investigate it further. There are 2 dead men. Ferula is the one who's farther from the door. They're sitting at a table, what looks like a coffee table, really. Not a coffee table, like a card table.
Like a little fold out?
Yeah, like a little fold out. They're sitting in plastic chairs. It is very obvious what the scene is, because Ferula has dropped a gun by their side, and there is a gunshot through Prozit's forehead, and a bullet through the side of Ferula's. So it does look like a murder-suicide. Prozit has a gun, but it is still in its holster.
And is Prozit just kind of like on their back?
The gunshot didn't knock the chair backwards, but they are like...
Oh, they're all just sitting.
Yeah, they're just sitting. They're slumped in their chairs, but they are sitting.
So let's see here. Hold on.
Oh, and there's like papers everywhere. Which you would assume is the trade deal.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes.
Wait, no, this isn't the first actual murder mystery. Because we were hired to find
Lance.
Lance, yeah.
Lance's murder,
That one
yeah.
just went a little icky. But this one...
Ratify looks at you.
Yeah, sorry about that one.
That was my fault.
It ended reasonably okay.
Yeah, but
Could've
we're
been
here
better.
now. I don't think we would have been here now. Had you not owned that obligation. At least it seems like an honest mystery.
What's the veil equivalent of, like, dusting for fingerprints?
There's no veil
for
here.
There's no veil.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no veil
What's
here.
Dust
the
with fingerprints.
space future equivalent of dusting for fingerprints?
I don't know. What do your guys' cybernetics do?
Oh, that's smart.
I got magnification and multispectrum. I don't think recording will be much help.
I have quick.
Magnification is helpful.
I have quick.
Quick arms.
You can give them a really nice massage so that as their souls are trapped in their bodies because their murder is unsolved, they're at least kind of comfy. I've just got really my criminal backgrounds. I'll run their names through it really quick.
Oh yeah.
Frozen.
So, it looks like, let's see here. I remembered that you had that, so I actually came prepared for this one.
Oh, cool.
Prozit is a criminal because they work for the Index family.
Wow.
Who'da thunk?
Wowie.
But Ferula, this is where things get interesting with Ferula. Ferula, first thing, is Morse, right? Is from Moray. They were a criminal on Moray. They were in from whatever database you're connected to tells you that they were involved in a scheme against the Darcy Chartreuse family, and they were presumed dead. Clearly, they were not.
Well, they are now.
They are now.
They are now.
I have an irrational fear.
For a second, I processed that as I have international fear. I'm like, huh?
I have that also.
I mean, fair.
No, wait. Careful with that one. But yeah. Yeah, people thought they were, that this person, Oak Ferula, was fucking dead.
And they
How
were
long
not...
ago were they presumed dead?
Like 20 years.
Ooh.
But really, they just escaped to Muris
Yup.
How interesting.
Sound familiar?
Aslan has that uncomfortable look on his face, similar to when he thought about trying to make friends.
I have these notes for these two characters, and I like create bullet point lists. So I'm just kind of looking at it as I'm answering these questions. And under Oak, I have fucking dead.
Fucking dead.
And under Prosit, I have dead, my dude.
Ah.
My dude.
Or died, my dude. Sorry.
Died.
Mm-hmm.
Love that.
Died, my dude. But yeah, feel free to investigate further.
Okay, so we're gonna want to do an analyze. Just in general.
Mm-hmm. How you doing that? Who's doing that? How you doing it?
Aslan is looking. Okay, so Aslan is kind of hopping back to the good old days, and is looking for any of the general standard evidence that this is a hit, in which someone is either like, "Hey, you shoot this person, and now you shoot yourself, or else I'm gonna torture you, and you're gonna be like really shitty, and things are gonna go awful for you," or just kind of fucking around, like using that. Okay, how would I make something look like a murder-suicide back when I was doing this?
Yeah.
Because that
All right.
feels like what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And because I'm scared, I'm gonna go scared for Aslan too.
Okay.
So that's mark that one. I don't have any powerfuls to bib it up, and 7.
7, barely.
I thought it glitched because it wasn't loading in for me.
No, it does that. It does that. Okay.
Suspension. It's programmed in suspension.
I guess so. I mean, it really couldn't take that long to generate that number, right? Anyway. 7. So ask 2.
Might take a while to update, though.
True.
Let's see here. Oh, I've got that in a poor spot. Hold on.
Oh, and of course you have your bonus questions.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so what, if anything, is out of place?
You're asking that?
Yes, please.
Okay. You said it so flatly, I was like, oh, wait, what?
Like I was just reciting the list. That's fair.
Yeah, basically.
What, if anything, is out of place, please?
Okay. So, what is out of place? Let's see here. What part do I give for this? You notice that, it looks, Ferula, the one who did the murder-suicide,
Mm-hmm.
They have, as most people do, 2 arms. However, no, this
Awkwardly
is important.
glances at Kismet.
This is important. Their right arm, the arm that had the gun, is a cybernetic arm. It looks like their regular arm. They're like I'm gonna try to not get graphic here, but their hand is bleeding as if they were trying to like push against something really, really hard.
Ooh.
Oh god. Okay, so hold on. Right arm is cybernetic. I think that's the one with the gun, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Just like a standard
Left
Left
hand
arm.
is bleeding.
was bleeding.
Ooh, I don't like this at all.
Also, just as after a brief look at the room, around the room, you notice there actually is a camera up in the corner.
Oh.
Like, just... You're not sure how to access it, but this might have been recorded.
So who do we contact about that?
Probably Major. D, can you do anything with it on your own?
Like hack the camera or something?
Yeah, you able to do it with the turn spits.
Yeah, I can try to I can probably see if I can try and somehow miraculously tap into the security from the camera.
Guys, hold on, I have to communicate.
Yes, please do. You sound very upset about something. Please elaborate as to what you are concerned about.
So, number one, Kiz, did you share the comb part specifically with the group?
The comb?
Like, the message that you got at the doctor, the record.
Yeah, Comb, the one person who was similar to you at the doctor's office.
God, yeah, I did.
Okay, so I'm not a fan of what this is looking like. So number one, we have Comb ran away into the north, this region, and she was able to manipulate the veil in ways that she should not have been, much like Passiflora. So when I heard that, I figured that they had the same sort of abilities, disease, illness, whatever it is that makes you do that. So I figured that, Comb ran away to the north and has been doing shit. I honestly thought we were going to meet her when we came out here, but we didn't. We met these guys. And if Comb has the same abilities as Passiflora, well, Passiflora was able to kind of move my arm without my permission while we were talking. Yeah, and at one point, they literally held my mouth shut. Again, without my permission. And
Question.
Answer.
Unless I am mistaken, and Ratify points to the seams on D9's head, there is no veil here.
Well, the veil also should not be able to be used on other people.
But it is not present, unless I am incorrect.
This is an odd situation, and I'm not sure how far it goes. Does it have something to do with the liquid mirror? The liquid mirror is fucking... Ratify, I'm gonna use a lot of words that you don't fucking know.
I know what liquid mirror is.
That's not the word, but I do appreciate the fact that you are participating in the conversation. It makes me feel heard, and I respect the fact that we are talking right now. The point is, the icons are... They swirl and they fizz and they slursh, and when you kill them, they kind of puddle. And when they puddle, they got the mirror. But for some reason, the mirror's there, and I don't know why the fucking mirror's there, but it's there and it does something, and I'm trying to figure out what it does, but maybe that's the reason that they're able to do something. I need to investigate what the fuck liquid mirror does in relation to the veil, because I feel like it does something, and there's a whole lot of...
Ratify makes a weird noise.
What do you mean? Why are you noises?
Like, it's like a... And you realize after a second that's Ratify laughing.
Did you just honk at me? What? What?
I apologize. I have to use my alarm tones to laugh.
Oh.
That is amusing.
I love that.
Please tell me what you find so funny, because I am terrified
Aslan,
currently.
The veil is made of liquid mirror.
It's what?
Made of liquid mirror. How do you think it works?
I'm gonna vomit.
Oh.
It is liquid mirror dissolved into the air around us.
So
Separated through like electrolysis or something. That takes on different colors.
So if you have liquid mirror on you, even if you're outside of the veil, you're holding physical veil in your hands.
It actually dissolves quite quickly into the air. At this point, I do not think any of us have traces of liquid mirror.
What if it's in a bottle? Because it dissolves into the air really quickly. If it's in a bottle...
It is a very specific process to turn it into the veil. It took many geniuses in order to develop it.
I'm literally thinking so fast my hands are shaking.
May we turn our attention back to the murder? You still have one question, Aslan. Wait, you still have one question, Aslan.
Aslan gives Ratify an odd look and continues to think about what questions might be asked.
The rules that bind us to this world dictate you may ask one more question and get a definite answer.
and get a truthful answer from the GM.
So,
Get a truthful answer from God.
okay, as
From your-
per usual, I'm opening the floor up to help me decide on the final question. Iconoclast, that would probably be helpful, but I feel like the answer is there's going to be iconoclastic residue, at least here. And then I could ask anything out of place again, to kind of double up on that one, because you can't ask things multiple times. Or enemies. Biggest threat. So those are the ones we're choosing from. Out of place, biggest threat, iconoclasts. What do you guys think would be the most beneficial?
I'm just so interested in the iconoclasts. I really want to ask more about them.
D?
I have no idea.
Okay. It's hard because the iconoclast, that helps me out.
That helps me out too. I think I'm turning into one of them. This isn't in character.
No, yeah. If it helps at all. My little machine does not whir in your presence. And then I did not sense iconoclastic energy from you last time. But that might be a developing thing.
Okay, fair.
No, out of place one more time. Because I need to solve this fucking murder. And the iconoclast, it could help.
It could.
It could
not,
help.
Don't dismope it. You can always analyze again. That's not out of the question.
Okay, then I'll do iconoclast. Because I
There
feel
is no iconoclastic energy whatsoever.
Oh.
What the fuck do you mean?
There's no residue, there's nothing. The iconoclasts are not nearby.
So that leads me to believe that this could have been a comb-specific event. We need to ask them about comb. Or just people who can control the veil. I don't know what they'd tell us. But, so it's... Okay. Damn it, Dominic. You've got me on, like, 2 different paths of... and I'm trying to think.
D9, would you like to try to interface with this camera?
Yes, I would like to try and interface with the camera.
Alright, can you roll me a lift the veil, please?
Lift
How are you
the
feeling?
veil.
How are you feeling?
And I'm feeling pretty peaceful
Alright.
at the moment. So just normal peaceful roll.
Yup. 9.
Ooh.
9.
You could get assisted up to a 10, but someone would have to explain to me how they're helping D9 do this.
I was about to say Ratify could help it. I just remembered Ratify's not a PC.
Right.
Like, Ratify's not a PC.
Okay, first off, what was I doing? I was lifting the veil, right?
Yeah. So you
trying to
currently you get
Where
an
is that?
impression. It's one of the basic moves.
Because can you do anything at all?
If you could justify how you're helping D9, I will let you roll aid. Otherwise, I'm giving you an impression.
So, what D9 is doing is hacking into the camera, right?
Basically.
How does she do that? Like, is it a plug-in thing? Is it a look at it real hard?
I've gone up. So I should probably go through and how I'm actually hacking this. So I go and I actually take the camera off its mount, and I unscrew one of the panels, and I use a little weird probe thing to like stick into certain parts on the camera's board. And so I basically plug into it, but in a weird, unconventional way.
Let's say it was up high and Kismet gave you a lift up. You know?
Kismet's supporting D9.
Yeah.
Is it the, like, kneeling down, fingers linked together, step on my hands? Or are you on, like, hands and knees, stand on my back?
I think it's the hands thing. Or closer to the shoulders. You know, like...
So you're essentially trying to keep D9 steady
Yes.
while this was happening. All right, roll me an aid. How are you feeling?
That's good. That's good.
How is Kismit feeling?
Intrigued? So what would that go under?
That could be under joyful or peaceful. Intrigued is usually kind of a good feeling.
Yeah. I'd say peaceful.
Okay. What is your peaceful?
I don't know. My peaceful is +1. Wait, am I still
Alright.
spiked?
Oh, yes.
Fuck.
So if you're peaceful, then you are rolling at a -2.
Oh my god.
But it would clear your spikes.
It would clear my spikes if I...
Yeah, if you roll them at a -2, yes, you would be no longer spiked.
How many more spike
5.
emotions do you have to do?
Kismet hasn't rolled any of them.
Oh yeah, then it'd be beneficial. Because if you're only like 1 or 2 away, that's fine. Just reuse them up. But
I mean, fuck it.
6.
Sorry, D.
So you
Just
do not
an impression
assist.
then.
Just an impression. All right. I will get to that in a moment. Mark XP, Kismet, you failed a roll.
how
And
does
you are
that
no longer
look?
spiked.
Do you drop Kiz or not Kiz? Do you drop D?
No, I'll get to that.
Okay.
D gets an impression. Basically, these two were sitting at a table. It's kind of like looking as if this camera had a memory, which is weird.
Mhm.
You actually feel the trace of a consciousness on this, which is weird. But it's as if you're looking at a memory from the camera. And the camera remembers these two people sitting down, arguing over these papers in a polite way, but still arguing. You can't make out any words or anything. And then Prosit looks down at something in their lap. And Farula's arm raises up with their gun in it, and Farula looks absolutely shocked by this. And they try to yell something, and they like shove their hand into their arm as if to like displace it. But it doesn't work. And Prosit dies, and then Farula dies. And
So
that's all
they
you
were
get.
shocked. So they raised their arm and they were shocked, surprised. Like, what am I doing?
Pretty much.
Right. Okay.
Not seen on camera.
But that's all you get.
Could be
Okay.
kind of similar to like what your initial concern was. Like, I don't like it could be like some weird like mind control kind of thing, kind of like how that person controlled Aslan that one time.
Mm-hmm.
This was not a willing murder-suicide.
So technically, they did do it,
But
just not willingly.
not in the way you'd expect.
No.
It might have been a murder.
That's just a double homicide, but thank you.
A murder.
Murder.
Nope, just 2.
Me order.
It's gonna be 3.
You can't threaten God.
I'm not threatening God. Aslan has a new goal.
Kill the GM? What?
No, just kill someone else, make it a murder.
Oh. I think D and I will have a word with you for that one.
Spotify would grab me like under my armpits and just hold me up so I couldn't touch the floor.
They are strong enough to do that.
They're strong
They
enough. Are they tall enough?
So am I.
Yeah, they're.
I am also tall enough.
The turnspits, I think, are like 6 foot.
Aslan is also 6 foot, yeah, so it'd work, it'd be fine. But
Turnspits are literally like designed to restrain people. So
They are literally designed to do this.
just holding Aslan like an angry cat.
Aslan is an angry cat.
Aslan can be an angry cat.
Aslan is literally an angry cat.
No, technically, Aslan is an incredibly wise and regal cat. Alright?
Wise?
So an angry
Not in
cat.
this universe. Not in this universe.
Let's see. Anyway, these people didn't want to die.
No.
Nor kill.
They didn't want to kill or be killed.
Also,
Stupid
D9.
question. You would have mentioned if they had any drinks on the table.
D9. The last thing you get is that actually there is a concealed terminal hidden in a wall, and you're able to just walk over there and open it.
Okay.
It was just kind of hidden in the wall. You didn't see... It wasn't really hidden. You just didn't notice where it was because you're not used to the layout of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
But there's like a little sliding door opens, and like in a closet, basically, there's this old school looking computer that looks normal to us, but it's old school for you guys.
I type help.
D9 begins debugging. Kismet, you failed.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Kismit failed. The result is that they are now in physical pain due to trying to lift a robot up.
You know what?
Probably
Kismet?
really heavy.
What negative tag do your arms have?
Damaging.
Yeah, I need you to take 1 harm armor piercing.
Wonderful.
As the arms kind of fritz as you try to do this.
So that would just be light, right? And
It
it's
would just be like,
yeah.
yeah. What you guys doing? What you doing?
So, D, are you working on that terminal?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what this terminal actually does, and I have to read the help menu to figure out what commands I can run.
D9's working on that. Aslan, Kismet, are you doing anything in particular? I think Ratify sticks their head into the hallway, like seeing, not like really looking for anything, but just making sure nothing surprising is coming.
Can I tell what this room was used for before it was turned into an impromptu meeting area?
It might have, I mean, it's just a generic room. There might have been cots in the corner at one point. You're not sure. Might have been a meeting room of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just a generic room for things. Had a terminal in it, so something was here. But whatever was in here was probably scrapped a long time ago to use as supplies.
No, it's no longer necessary. I want to look at the papers. See what the papers say.
Sure. I mean, the papers, without a closer inspection, the papers, they just look like a deal of some kind.
Yeah. That'd be an analyze, right?
It would be.
Okay.
How are you feeling?
I think bewildered was on this thing. Where is bewildered? It's the scared emotion. Okay.
But wondering what the fuck.
Yeah, like,
But what the fuck?
what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, so, hold on, I have to mark that. And then, plonk. Another 9. Oh, no,
9.
another 9. Oh, yeah, another 9. Desi got one. Okay.
Alright, 2 questions.
2 Castillones. So, another, anything out of place. That's just a good blanket.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
Yeah,
So,
that's just a good blanket.
as you look
I'm
through
looking
these-
for things.
As you look through these documents, you realize that though this community is self-sufficient, it is lacking a number of things that they just can't produce, such as certain medications and whatnot. And especially with their new control over Fermi Foods, the Index family was offering them some stuff they really did need in order for their assistance. But as you look through this, it is very, very clear that the side light, we're getting the short end of the stick here. Because they were getting some needed, like, supplies and food and whatnot in order for military protection. And that's like, oh, that's a trade.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not... Military force is, like, not something you trade away lightly. So you would make a couple of assumptions. First, that they probably have some people here who are sick and need very specific medications, and this was the only way they could manage to get those. And that the Sidelight were definitely getting screwed over. And I might as well explain this, a couple things now. Well away is like a old word for like sorrow or despair.
Oh.
And so you're now, with that, you're not entirely sure if the well away was its original name or not.
Oh.
And also Sidelight, so you know when you look at a door, right? And like, you know how like some people's front doors have like windows on the side?
Mm-hmm.
Those are Sidelights. Their name is a door pun. Anyway,
Dorny. So, okay. They're getting shafted. There's some desperate folk in the community. Got that. How about enemy's true position? Good luck finding out how to work that into the situation.
I'm thinking of it.
Behind you, Aslan is stabbed.
Oh,
what the
God. And that's how you do an audio jump scare.
I'm just going to do this way. D9, as you're going through this menu, the computer starts to talk to you.
Mm.
Like...
Through text.
Huh. Okay.
The ship has at least a very complex AI that is responding to your presence.
Interesting.
And so the terminal asks, through text, of course, what are you doing here?
I type back, investigating. Who are you?
Just 2 words. The well away.
So they're the ships.
And then a moment later, I can hear you when you speak.
Oh. Guys, the ship AI is aware of us.
Oh.
Like,
hello?
like aware or
What
like
are your
whole...
pronouns?
Sorry, I didn't catch what.
Aslan asked for pronouns.
The well away.
Okay.
So...
As in the / well away, or...
Just, again, 2 words on the screen. The well away.
Okay.
Did you see what happened in this room?
Yes. Why are you here?
We're investigating.
Why?
Was there... Why? It is...
Ferula was doing an evil thing.
Realize something. But keep going, yeah.
Ferula was doing an evil thing.
What was it? I'm not there, actually. I'm not standing at the terminal. Never mind.
What evil thing was it?
Selling away the community.
Ooh.
Selling away... Selling away the community. Are you certain of this?
I am certain. I heard their discussion.
You heard their discussion. Is it possible for us to hear that audio bit?
I think that the Wellaway might be talking about just the fact that this deal was fucking over the community. like it was done out of desperation rather than a good strategic decision. It would have had more negative consequences later.
Yeah, I want to hear the audio bit so that I can verify for myself. or to make sure that the ship actually understood what is going on, or if it's misinterpreting what was said.
I think little snippets play over the speakers. And I don't have a script here, but it basically, the ship did not misunderstand what was happening here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got the paperwork that says as much.
Did you have an involvement in the resulting death?
I killed them.
Woo.
How?
I hacked Ferula.
Hacked Varula.
The cybernetic arm.
Oh my
That was the
god.
one that
The
was...
cybernetic arm. Wait, did we ever check the cybernetic arm for blood?
We did not, but we were able to kind of...
I mean,
Put
it
it
has
together.
basically it has Ferula's blood on it as he was trying to make his arm stop moving. And then a pause, and then, who are you, robot?
You
And
need
a robot?
to leave. You two
Which-
need to leave.
Which one are you referring to?
Both. You are strange.
How so?
I don't think it responds to that. It's no, you know, I know, you know.
You're not gonna let us leave, are you?
You hear the door click.
Yep.
God
That's what I thought.
damn it, D!
It was gonna shut the door whether I said anything or not.
And then you hear it click again. Haha. You guys were locked in here the second you stepped in. I don't need to keep you trapped in this room.
Aslan tries the door.
I mean, the door opens.
Okay.
You just, according to this terminal, you can't leave the well away.
Oh, the entire ship.
Oh.
Why?
I am curious who you
About
are.
what?
We're investigators for the murder of these people. We found the killer, apparently.
Is there anything we can do to kind of sate that curiosity? Aslan is standing next to the terminal now. Because we would like to leave. You know, obvious reasons. We could come back to visit, but, you know, autonomy.
I think, the terminal shuts down.
Interesting.
What is
And-
with people and ignoring me today?
And as you say that, Aslan, there's a sort of what feels like a mental wave shakes through the room. Like literally rattling the table. And all three of you receive a different message. D9,
Yeah.
you receive the message, I am as you are. Meet me on the bridge of the ship.
I was literally actually about to say we need to get to the bridge.
Kismit,
Mm-hmm.
you receive the message, I know what is plaguing you. Go to the laboratory.
Okay, yeah.
And Aslan, you receive the message, I can help you figure out who the mayor is. Meet me on the bridge of the ship.
I love that. I love
I
that
was so
so
fucking
much.
scared. I was like, what information is gonna... The mayor. Oh. Yeah.
You know, honestly, pretty tame. I hope.
I think all of these are traps, but Kiz is
we can-
absolutely gonna go into it.
Oh, the bait is so good, though, is it not?
We can go, like, together. Like, we don't have to fucking split up.
I think Ratify makes eye contact with you, D.
Wait, did Ratify?
I lead.
Did Ratify get a message?
I lead. I'm going to ask that. I'm trying to ask that. I lean over to Ratify and I ask if he got a message too, and what was it?
And Ratify just says, there is another.
There is another. Is that it?
Well, no, it's like one of us. I was trying to be cryptic.
Oh, okay. Like I thought it was like something completely else.
No, there's another one of us. It might be the well away itself.
Most likely. What's with AIs and gaining sentience, and the first thing they do is murder? Now I'm concerned. Did I murder someone?
I hope.
And I just don't remember it?
I think I was there when you were kind of, like, waking up, and I'm glad that you didn't just fucking kill me. Because that was a big fucking day for both of us.
Alright, so are we going to not split up, or are we going to split up?
I would appreciate it if we kept as close to people
I mean,
as we could.
Split up, got it.
No.
To be fair, you guys are at the tail of the ship, so you're gonna have to walk across this entire goddamn thing to get to the bridge.
Okay, yeah.
And where's the
Let's
lab?
go together.
Probably somewhere along the way.
Wait, I didn't get a location.
Yes, you did. The bridge.
The bridge.
I also got the bridge?
You
Yeah.
also got the bridge, yes.
Oh, I thought we all had different locations. Never mind.
No.
Yeah, we'll just go to the lab and under the bridge.
I was like, oh, I do that, but then I was like, wait, no, the bridge works. I was like, it wouldn't make sense for it to not be the bridge for you.
Records room?
Yeah, but
I don't
no,
know
you
if
just
a
go to
ship
the
would
bridge.
have that.
I mean, yeah, it probably has a data storage center somewhere. Anyway,
We'll go to lab first and then to the bridge. Oh, good. I thought we were going to have to actually kind of split up for this one.
no,
No?
these guys start chugging along.
Hey, Wellaway, we don't know the ship very well. Can you at least give us some level of guidance as to where the rooms are?
The terminal boots back up for a second, and just a message appears on it that says, if a door is locked, you do not go that way.
Alright. Oh, let's go actually back to the front door really quick and see if we can bang on it to let people know that, hey, we're fucking trapped in here.
There were a couple doors since then, because, like airlocks and stuff. There's a hole in the like a hole in the side of the ship. You want, like, some doors along the corridors to make sure that it doesn't spread across the whole goddamn thing.
Mm-hmm.
And those are locked. You cannot
there any-
retrace your steps.
Windows?
No.
So no one knows we're trapped in here.
You guys are trapped, yeah.
Are we the only ones in the entire ship, or are there guards?
They looked like they were leaving.
Everyone... I fucking knew it was weird. Whether it was just, narrative foreshadowing or whatever, but, like, I knew it was weird that they would just fucking leave us here. Because they were talking about, we're not really friendly, we're kind of a little bit nervous around outsiders. Here, let's just leave you alone in this entire goddamn ship with a fucking crime scene. We're not gonna stick around to make sure you don't do anything weird, or anything. We're just gonna go,
Bye!
outside, and no one's gonna be in here with you for a little bit. Like, I don't know if they were like...
I just assumed that the ship was, like, completely filled with random people.
Yeah, me too.
Like, I figured
Like,
it was
I
kind
thought
of
the ship was, like, the home of these people.
They live outside. The ship is weird, and as you guys are kind of standing there, the artificial gravity that's on the ship flickers. And
Oh.
y'all nearly just topple as you fall
Okay,
backwards.
we need to get moving, like, right
and then
now.
and then it like sets in again.
Alright, fine, we're moving, we're going, but we're talking on the way.
A message says sorry on the terminal.
Oh, I thought that was on purpose. I'm sorry, that was a dick move of me to just assume. Okay, bye. And we're walking now, I guess. Point is, though, I'm thinking that either they know that the Wellaway is like this, that's why everyone lives outside, but they're allowing us to get kind of trapped and stuck in here because it sounds like this would have been a controversial deal. You know, desperation or not, you have enough people, this is pretty divisive. So all it takes is one person to agree to trap us in here, Major included. Or they didn't know, and they're honestly just weird and leaving us here. Because again, it could have just been narrative flavor.
Yeah.
Do you guys start walking towards the bridge?
The lab first, I think, because it's probably on the way.
D986 was played by Destiny. Kismit Ventry was played by Sterling. Aslan Copper was played by Madison Price. Music and narration by Dominic Nauman. You can check out our Twitter at _BOD_cast. If you enjoyed the show, positive reinforcement, a review or follow of some kind, depending on your service of choice, would mean a lot to us and motivate me to keep spending too many hours planning, playing, and producing the show. Thank you for listening.
Well, yeah, you know, you start walking.
Yeah, we're heading.
All
We're
right.
heading over.
We make a game of it. We have to run at a door and open it. Like, if we come to intersections,
Okay.
where it's like, okay, everyone pick a door.
I
We have to pick
I
a
let
door
Az-
and run at it. And if it
I let
opens,
Az-
we win. If it
Let-
doesn't, we just slap.
I let Aslan play that game. D9 does not partake.
Oh.
And I assume
Let-
Ratify doesn't either, but I don't know.
Kiz partakes.
Let's take a
Sorry, Dom.
break.